Oakley dokley, folks. Well, I really need to get this tree out of here and get it over to my house and get it planted before it gets too big to move. Although at this point, probably ought to wait till the leaves fall off and it goes dormant so I don't hurt it. Anyway, I was going to... Well, my initial plan was I wanted to start combining this weekend because I thought I was going to have beans ready. Well, I technically do have beans ready. However, we just got, well, we got an 1 6/10 Monday, or no, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or was it? Yeah, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And then overnight, well, I guess technically early this morning, it started raining at about 2. We got like another 1/2 to 6/10. So regardless, beans are out of the question. That being said, I do think they will go this week. As much as the rain, we kind of needed the rain. We were getting kind of dry, so all that rain's really going to help with the fall tillage. Otherwise it was going to be hard. But all that rain did knock the rest, for the most part, except for where there was still like green, did knock the rest of the leaves off the beans, which is going to help them drying out long term. And so beans aren't going to happen this weekend. Hopefully by Monday, Tuesday time frame, I'll have something to cut. And then I had thought about starting to shell corn, but because I got at least one field I tested yesterday was down to 20%. But the elevator's not taking wet corn till Wednesday at the earliest. And it's still the 3rd weekend in September. I don't need to be shelling as much as I want to jump in the combine and start shelling corn. It's still the 3rd weekend in September. I would physically be losing money trying to shell corn this early in September, even with it being 20%, because if I let it go probably another 2 weeks, I could probably have it down to 18, and 2 moisture points is a big freaking deal when it comes to getting docked for moisture. So it's gonna make me money in the long run to just hold out on corn, but that means we can focus hard on beans and get all those done, which shouldn't be that hard to do. And I'm kind of hoping well, my time schedule's all mixed up because we're ready to go and it's so early in the season. I was gonna say I kind of hope to be planting wheat next weekend, but even that's gonna be too early to plant wheat because it's not past the Hessian fly free date. So we've been planting wheat 2 weeks out. But at least wheat will be in on time this year. And 2 weeks, probably gonna have all the beans cut if everything goes all right. So, but that being said, I went and got my wheat today, so I'm gonna get the drill out here and try to get the drill calibrated yet today, but at the very least, I gotta get the drill out of the way so that I can get to the auger wagon and get all the wheat in the wagon. So that that's ready to go. And I should have enough seed because I was kind of winging it with how much I had left over last year. So before I go filling the wagon up, I'm gonna run it down, weigh it, get all my seed in it, and then weigh it again, figure out what I got for poundage, and might have to either get a little more, or hopefully I do have enough to hit my target planting population. So, but anyway, I gotta grab the drill with the 66, and then I'll come back over with the pickup and grab the wagon, and yeah. Alright, so I got the wagon, went down and weighed it. Initially, we're at 2470, which at first I was thinking, dang, that's kind of heavy for a gravity wagon, but then I got to thinking, well, I got the tarp on there and the auger and my wood for my platform and everything. It's like, it's probably actually pretty damn close. So, anyway, now we'll get the wheat dumped in it, which is probably all the further I'm going to get tonight, is to get that filled up and take it down and weigh it, because I guess Tyler's coming over. We're gonna do the air conditioning on the 8700 to get that working. But anyway, we'll get done what we can tonight. All right, need to get that bag dug out real quick. Come on, darling. Battery sounded a little weak. Start for me, girl. There we go. Had me worried there for a minute, but I don't think I started. I don't think I've ran this thing since I cut wheat, so it's been sitting here for a little over 2 months. Right around 2 months, somewhere in there. I got a bunch of shit to move. Okay, so obviously this is the brand new stuff. That's the old stuff. This is actually certified, I guess you'd call it second generation since it's from original seed stock, but this is actual fresh seed stock, actually inspected and state certified and all that fancy crap. It's a Spitfire variety. I went with a non-bearded, trying to remember. I was looking at a non-bearded medium height and a non-bearded tall, and I think I ended up going, I think the Spitfire was the medium height because it was supposed to have better grain quality. So you're sacrificing a little straw for the grain quality, but he said between the two you're not gonna lose a whole lot of straw. So I went with this. Just, you know, grain quality is the issue with wheat, so if I can get the better grain quality, that's what we're going for. But I'm gonna put the new stuff on the bottom. We'll dump the old stuff in on top of it. That way, as I'm getting it out of the wagon, it'll kind of funnel in and blend itself. So, yep. Fun part's getting it on the forks. To believe that the seams on these bags will hold the weight that they do, because these mini bulk bags are rated for 2,000 pounds of product, and they're basically plastic and thread. Picking these things up always sketches me out, just because you got all your weight clear the hell up top. Well, the oil I put in here works. All right, I'm gonna have to do Andy cut me a little bit of a deal on this because he said this ended up being the last little bit of the run out of the bin, and it's got some it's got a little bit of fines in it, which if you've never been around seed cleaning equipment like a gravity table or a cleaner, they only work properly when they're loaded. So at the end, when you're cleaning the table off, or you're cleaning the grain cleaner out, you always end up with fines in the last little bit. There's just no way to avoid it because it's not full. It's kind of like a combine. It's only really efficient. It's at its most efficient thrashing when the machine is full. So he cut me a deal on this just because of that, which it's still all going to come out of the ground. It's going to go through the drill just fine. But anyway, that's one done. Okay. I'm going to guess we're up around 3,000 now. Oh, wow. Oh. Damn, there's more in there than I thought. Well, there we go. I might have went too far. Just for shits and giggles. I'm gonna say we're right around 5,050. All right. First off, don't mind that I'm backed up all to the garage all crooked and shit. There was a truck parked here when I came up here, so I had to get around them. But anyway, where was I going with this? Oh yeah, so last night obviously quit working on this project because Tyler showed up to work on the 8700. Got the AC charged up on that. It blows cold. We didn't even charge it. It's supposed to be charged to 3.5 pounds by the book, and we only charged it to 3 pounds because at 3 pounds it was blowing 38 degrees. That was plenty cold. So we ended up just filling it with, it's still set up for R12. We just filled it with 134A. Everything will still work. It will just leak over time, but 134A is so damn cheap. Just throw another can in it next year if I have to. At least for the time being. Might do the upgrade all the hoses and fittings and all that fancy crap to 134A eventually, but Tyler's certified to do AC because he works at a Deere dealer. He has all his shit. He says it'll be fine, so I trust him that it'll be fine. So that's out of the way, which is a good thing because it looks like by the time I start shelling corn, it's still going to be upper 70s, low 80s. So probably gonna need that AC. So anyway, back to the project at hand. Got to get this guy switched back over to high speed for wheat and get it calibrated. So basically, everybody's seen this before. I just got to take this sprocket and switch them, and that'll put it over to the high speed setting for the small grain side of the feed cup, and get some wheat, dump in it, and do a couple calibration runs, figure out where I need to be. I ended up at, what did I end up being at? Oh, I'll be damn, it's still on my, came out to 121.5 pounds an acre with what I had in the, because I had 2,300 and some change. I had 24 set, no, damn it, 50 minus 2470. Nope, that's not right. 50. Yeah, there's 5,050 pounds in there. Minus 2470. Well, that's not this. What the hell did I do yesterday? Divided by 19. $19 times 121.5, 2308. Which that sounds like what I got yesterday, but what math did I do yesterday? Because I had 2470 with an empty wagon and 5,050. Well, damn, that means I got plenty of room to play around with. Yeah, 5,050 minus 2470 is 2580 divided by 19 gives me 135.7. I got no clue what I screwed up yesterday. So I 135 pounds an acre. So I might try to shoot for 130 pounds an acre just to get rid of that seed, which is going to give me a rough starting number of, yeah, left-hand distributor, oats, wheat. Somewhere between 512 and 611. So I gotta put the I have to put the rest of my block off plates in to put it back on 7.5 inch rows. Actually, this is 7-inch spacing, but regardless, and yeah. So I'm gonna get this thing all switched over for wheat, and we'll get her set up, ready to go. This is a lot easier now that I figured out I don't have to change the chain because I have the idler in the spot it's supposed to be but wasn't before. At least I don't think I got to change the chain. I'm trying to remember. Then hopefully Oh, I'm gonna be a link short, I think. Well, that's a bummer. Because there was never an idler here before. But then I saw in the one day I was looking through the book for something and happened to notice that there's supposed to be an idler sprocket there. So I'm gonna have to put a damn link in it. Probably two, actually. Damn it. Alright. I got the drill all set up to go. I need to get the wagon so that I can get some wheat to dump in it. I would also like to point out that I lined the hitch pin up perfect on the first shot. That's all skill, no luck. Okay, I dumped a little splash of weed in the drill, just enough to do a couple calibration runs. Got my collection bags on. I have done like 5 or 6 drill calibration videos. At this point, they're getting redundant. If you really want to go see one, you can go look back and find one. So I'm gonna go ahead and just get it done. I can do it faster, not having to video it, and we will come back when I'm done. Okay, well, I came up with, once I figured out my setting, I made 2 passes at it, and I got 125 and 128 pounds per acre. So we're right there in that range. If I jump up to the next gear setting, it's an extra 20 pounds an acre, and that's too much. So I think we're in the sweet spot. And if it ends up that I need a little bit more seed, the guy that I buy my seed from can treat on demand, so I can just go get some more. Or if I'm going to come up a little too much, I'm just going to turn the rate up on the drill and drill it all out and get rid of it, so I don't have to store seed again this year. So anyway, I think we got her licked, so I'm going to get the drill and the wagon back over to the barn. And I got a couple other little small projects I'd like to get done yet today before I gotta leave for work, so. But they're just little dinky things, I ain't gonna bother videoing them, so. With that being said, we're ready to drill wheat when the time comes, so. That's it for this one. We'll catch you guys on the next one.